Hey there, welcome to a new episode of Old Dog New Tricks. It's the middle of April 2023 and we went from winter to summer in about 2 days. Got my new wheels from Momentum Skateboard Company. Thanks to Beefer's Skateboard Shop for ordering those. My old wheels are getting a little bit small. These are the same wheels, the Momentum, made by Kevin Harris, famous Canadian pro freestyler. And I'm just going to switch them up because, I've been riding these tiny little wheels, which, they make your board lighter, but it's hard to get any pop if you're trying to do an ollie because basically the small wheels don't give you a lot of leverage. Not that I do a lot of ollies. I want to measure these bad boys and see just how small my old wheels are compared to the new wheels. So, new wheels, old wheels. Can you see the difference? The old wheels are much smaller. Yeah, cool. Well, I'm just going to change these wheels and then we're going to practice a little bit. So, I'll see you on the flip side. So the new wheels are very nice. It makes my center of gravity or center of balance a little higher because the wheels are higher than my old worn down wheels. So it's taking a little bit of getting used to being a little higher off the ground. I'm also just feeling crotchety today. It's a little early in the day and it's hot. So I'll probably just do a little bit of gentle footwork and then call it a session for now and maybe return a little later when the sun's a little lower in the sky and it's not quite as hot. Honestly, all these little footwork moves are just killing my muscles in here. Trying not to overdo anything because I feel like that's key to skateboarding into old age, is to kind of stay moving but don't overdo it. I'm way too chicken to land those rail flip to rail tricks, where you do a rail stand and you do the rail flip and you land it in another rail stand. Even though with these new wheels, the board is flipping. Sometimes a little weight on your skateboard is good because it means your flips don't go out of control. With my old wheels, when I was trying those rail flips, the board was like a hummingbird in the air. It was just like boom. With the big wheels, it flips a little bit slower. It's a little bit easier to anticipate and figure out when to jump back on. But I'm still too chicken to get my back leg back on there. But the other thing about having new wheels is because they're wider, it means when you're in a rail stand position, you're more stable. There's more surface of the wheel holding you in place. When they were smaller, it was a little more tippy. So that combined with the added weight means the flip is just a little slower. It's got a little more heft. And now that I have these shin guards, I'm trying to work up the confidence to do another trick that I haven't done in quite a while, which is a rail flip to Casper. So stay tuned. I just about did one there. I didn't really catch it, but that's basically where you want your feet and the board to be. And I think it's only a matter of time before I can do a proper rail flip to Casper. But you know, I'm going gentle on the old bod because seriously folks, it ain't easy. It doesn't get any easier. I'm so out of breath. I've been skating about 40 minutes. It's midday. I think I'm gonna take a break for real this time. But thanks for hanging out. See you on the flip side.